Good morning and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. It is an absolute honor and privilege to be here today as we embark on a transformative journey together at Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025, the future of learning, skilling, innovation, and growth. My name is Deepthi and I am joyous to serve as your host today. We gather here today not just to witness the inauguration of this event, but to celebrate a vision. India's ambitious goal of becoming a $5 trillion economy hinges on various pivotal elements, with education standing tall amongst them all. To support this cause of excellence, the second edition of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025 shall be a catalyst for transformative learning, bringing together educators, innovators, students, and visionaries to co-create the future of education and forge the future. We are fortunate to have amongst us esteemed dignitaries, educators, policymakers, students who have traveled from various corners to be here with us today. Let us commence this significant event with the lamp lighting ceremony, extending a very warm welcome to our distinguished guests, dignitaries, partners, inviting our honored guests to please come forward for lighting of the lamp. Our honorable chief guest, Srimati Prerna Singh Ji, guests of honor, Professor Vimala, other guests, Professor Dinesh Sharma, Dr. S.P. Mishra, Mr. Mahip Singh, Srimati Sachin Sinha, inviting you all for the lamp lighting. This ancient tradition signifies enlightenment, wisdom, and a new dawn of possibilities. It symbolizes the dispelling of darkness and ushering in of knowledge. May this light guide us as we set forth on this journey of knowledge and discovery. We also have with us the Saraswati Vandana to add to the lighting of the lamp ceremony. Thank you, honorable guests. Inviting you all onto the dais, please. Thank you so much, guests. Please do come to the dais, inviting each of you onto the dais. Srimati Prerna Singh Ji, our chief guest, ma'am, inviting you to the dais, please. Our guest of honor, Professor Vimala, Vice Chancellor of Mahasha Kumari University, Saharanpur, UP, inviting you onto the dais, please. And our distinguished guests, Professor Dinesh Sharma, Dr. S.P. Mishra, Mr. Mahip Singh, and Shri Sachin Sinha Ji, inviting you onto the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming each and every one of our special guests and dignitaries with a loud round of applause. And now to proceed for the welcome address, I request Professor Dinesh Sharma, Member Secretary, UP, SLQAC and Nodal of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025, Higher Education Department, UP. thank you to our choir. A big round of applause to our young singers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the welcome address, I request Professor Dinesh Sharma, Member Secretary, UP, SLQAC, and Nodal of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025, Higher Education Department, UP, to come and please share his thoughts with us.
Thank you. Good morning. Namaste to all guests, dignitaries on the dais, honorable guests, respected academicians, distinguished industry leaders, dedicated exhibitors, media person, and most important, the young student, the torch bearer of India's future and Indian knowledge system, tradition, and culture. It gives me immense pride and joy to welcome you all in the second edition of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025, being held at the vibrant Knowledge Park 2nd in Greater Noida. This grand initiative organized by the India Exposition Mart Limited with support of Higher Education Department, Government of UP and Greater Noida Industrial Development Authority is more than just an exhibition. It is a dynamic platform that symbolizes our collective vision of a progressive, skilled and future-ready India. Following the resounding success of the inaugural session in 2024, Bharat Shiksha Expo has swiftly established itself as a beacon of educational innovation and collaboration. What we witness today is the next chapter in the visionary journey, one that is even more ambitious, more inclusive and more transformative. This expo brings together the best minds from academia, industry, uniting them with a single goal to empower the youth of India with knowledge, skill, opportunity that prepare them for a globalized, digital and dynamic future. This is also providing place for interaction of industry, academia, interaction as well as students. Our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi envision an India where the youth are not merely job seekers but confident job creators, innovators, entrepreneurs and leaders who can shape the course of the nation. Bharat Shiksha Expo embodies this very spirit. It aligns seamlessly with the objective of National Education Policy 2020, focusing on holistic, multidisciplinary and skill-based learning that meet the demands of the 21st century world while preserving India's timeless value and cultural root and to achieve the goal of 5 trillion economy and 50% GER. This year, Bharat Shiksha Expo expands its offering through curtailed zone that span entire education system from foundational learning to advanced research from STEM and AI to vocational training, sports, edtech, startup, study abroad program and much more. Every corner of this expo is designed to inspire, courtesy, spark innovation and empower decision making for students and educators alike. It is a place where aspirants take shape and ambitious find directions. The government of Uttar Pradesh, in the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Sri Yogi Adityanath ji and Honorable Higher Education Minister Sri Yogi Upadhyay ji, remains committed to making our state a hub of world-class education. Through initiatives like Higher Education Incentive Policy 2024, we are encouraging private and international investment in higher education, offering capital subsidies up to 100 crore, stamp duty exemption and a special initiative for setting up universities in unserved district and any district for the first 5 international universities ranked in among top 500 as per UGC. These policies aim to double the gross enrollment ratio by 2035, ensuring that no talent goes untapped and no talent dream it left behind. Over the next 3 days, Bharat Shiksha Expo will serve as a vibrant learning festival filled with workshops, Indiathon, Ideathon, Hackathon, interactive sessions and dialogue that celebrate talent, promote innovation and foster critical thinking. These experiences are essential to shape a future-ready workforce and I encourage every student here participate actively, explore freely and dream boldly. This exposure found reflection of Uttar Pradesh's growing role in redefining the education landscape of India as we strive to position India once again as a Vishwa Guru through events like Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025. Remind us that the journey to that dignity begins with inspired mind, visionary policies, and collaborative efforts. I extend my heartfelt thanks to India Exposition Mart Limited and Gate and Development Authority, participation institution, industry, and all contributors for making this second edition a reality. Together, let us reimagine education, reignite the flame of knowledge, and rise towards a brighter, smarter, and more empowered future for India. Thank you, and I wish you each one of you transformative experience Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir, for those words and the welcome address. We would now like to honor our chief guest and guest of honor for Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025. Starting with our chief guest, Srimati Prerna Singh, IAS ACO, Greater Noida, requesting Dr. Mayank Agarwal, Managing Director of IIMT Group of Colleges, to present a bouquet of flowers, and for Professor Dinesh Sharma, Member Secretary of requesting Professor Dinesh Sharma, Member Secretary, UP, SLQAC, and Nodal of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025, Higher Education Department, UP, to present a shawl to our chief guest, Srimati Prerna Singh. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us, taking out time. As the guest of honor for Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025, we are humbled to have with us Professor Vimala, Vice Chancellor of the Shakumari University, Saharanpur, UP, requesting Professor Dinesh Sharma to present a bouquet of flowers to our guest of honor. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to welcome our chief guest and guest of honor. We now have the address by Dr. Mahib Singh, Director, Head Incubation Hub, AKTU. Sir, inviting you on stage to share your valuable thoughts with us.
Thank you, ma'am. Chief guest of the program, Srimati Prerna Singh, ACEO, Greater Noida. Guest of honor, Professor Vimla, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Shakumari University, Saharanpur. Honorable Dr. S.P. Mishra, sir, Advisor, Innovation Hub. Mr. Sachin Sinha, CFO, IEML. Mr. Dinesh Sharma, Member Secretary, UP Government. Dr. Atul Kumar Jain, sir, sitting with us. General Secretary, UPTIF. Mr. K.K. Rao, who had always been instrumental for this program. Dr. Vadhava, and all the dignitaries sitting here. If I'm missing some name, I'm really sorry. And all the esteemed professors from different institutions and students. Good morning, everyone. I am from Innovation Hub. Within 2 minutes, I'll be telling about what Innovation Hub is, how it was established, and what exactly Innovation Hub is doing. So Innovation Hub, and next for 5 minutes, I'll be telling about the schemes of the government for the startups. So Innovation Hub has been established by Government of Uttar Pradesh to foster the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship among the students, among the youth. And we work on a hub and spoke model, and it is established at Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, which is one of the biggest affiliating university, having more than 800 institutions, and around 4 lakh students are pursuing different degrees from it. So we work on hub and spoke model, means all the satellite incubation centers across the UP, we support them. We support them in different terms. We support them making the infrastructures, policy making, capacity building programs for them, sometimes financial assistance also. And let me tell the scenario of the startups in UP. There are 70 incubation centers which are government of UP approved. There are certain parameters, certain criteria to get the approval from the government of UP for the incubation centers. 70 incubation centers are there, having more than 1,500 startups onboarded. One of our initiative is to establish the incubation centers in affiliated institution, not only affiliated institution, but anyone who want to establish the incubation center within the premises, we help them. So working on the same theme, we have established around 100 more pre-incubation centers apart from the 70 incubation centers, and we are planning to establish around 300 incubation centers across the UP within 6 months. Because we believe that creating the infrastructure for a student would only help to create the startups. And there is few scarcity of the startups. I mean, the conversion rate from the students to the startups is really low, really less. So I am privileged to be the part of this edition of Bharat Shiksha Expo. Last time I came, and this time also we participated. We have taken the stall of 130 square meter and different activities we have been doing here. And I'm happy to see that most of the institutions, and Bharat Shiksha Expo is not about the branding of the institutions or universities. It's more about the exchanging best practices from different organizations. It's about getting the new technologies, new tools for the institutions. Now you must be knowing that AI is everywhere. So we have organized one hackathon from the AKTU side, which is AI hackathon, where we are trying to solve the institutional problems using AI by the students. Those problems may be from the admission side, maybe from the hostel side, maybe from the curriculum, course, or anything, or any information you want to take of the institutions. So those problems are being solved by the students, and I'm very happy to share that around 300 ideas have been submitted by the students against the different problems, and we are very soon going to organize the final of this hackathon in the presence of Honorable Governor Ma'am at AKTU Lucknow itself. And let me tell you one thing, that recently I visited T-Hub Telangana and I-Hub Gujarat also, because T-Hub Hyderabad is one of the pioneer incubation centers across India, within the India. So one trend I found over there is nowadays institutions are not promoting themselves by best placement, by best admission, best result, etc. The trend has quite different nowadays. I have seen everywhere in Telangana, in Gujarat, or any developed states, that they are showing that we have this much number of the startups within our organization having X number of valuation. So, for the startups, getting 10 crore rupees, 15 crore rupees valuation is very easy. So if you have on an average 20 startup with you, you can say that 500 crore rupees, 1000 crore rupees valuation startups are there, and these things appeal to the students so much, and appeal to the parents who are coming for the admission. So these things are directly connected with each other. And now I'm very happy to see that most of the institutions are showing innovation with them. Electromobility is there, AI pavilion is there, serving robots are there, drone technologies are there. So and the best thing would be how to get revenue out of it. So here comes the entrepreneurship, and government has a lot of schemes to support the startups. I'm telling in the brief what the schemes are for the startups. If the startup is on ideation phase, they have just idea, there is a sustenance allowance of 17,500 rupees by the government up to 1 year. And if they are working for the prototype, there is a one-time grant of 5 lakh rupees against the prototyping. And if the startup is going to commercialize their product, there is a provision of grant having 7,50,000. So, and event participations are different. So different grants are there. Altogether, government is, I'm talking just about government of Uttar Pradesh. So government is spending around 15 lakh rupees against one startup. I'm not talking about the central government grants, because those are in crore. So there is a big support by the government of India, government of UP, and aligned with these supports, Innovation Hub has its own policies, its own supporting system for the startups. Now those grants which I told are for the startups. Startups means which are registered under Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Now, what about those which are working, which are in the first year, second year, or third year, but they have yet not registered under MCA? For those startups, we have a policy where we are going to support with 1 lakh rupees against their idea only. So they need not to register under any MCA, or they need not to make the private limited or limited liable partnership. Apart from this, one more initiative which has been taken by the AKTU Innovation Hub is we have established a state patent center where we are going to support upfrontly to the startups in order to enhance the innovation ranking of the state, of the university. So far the facilities available within the state for the patents are on reimbursed mode. आपने पेटेंट करवा लिया, आपको 5,600 रुपये या उससे रिलेटेड कुछ पैसा आपको मिल जाता है if you have submitted the bill properly. But we are supporting, we have onboarded number of patent attorneys with us, and people just come to us and we are done with the patent. Entire financial transaction is taken care by the Innovation Hub itself. So these are the few initiatives taken in the in the top leadership of Professor J.P. Pandey, which is Honorable Vice Chancellor of AKTU. And here also we are organizing several events. Like before this event, we have made in different zones, Creathon. Creathon is one of the biggest event in this exhibition. So under Creathon, there are 4 different events like hackathons, hackathon, startathon, ideathon, and codeathon. So Ms. Vandana Sharma is with us. She is Manager Innovation Hub, and Mr. Rehan Ahmed, who is the CEO of Meerut Incubation Center, he is also with us. And in support of these guys, we have organized different zonal competitions, and from those competitions, we have around 300 participants who will be participating here in these events. So we have our stall at hall number 1. You can come over there, you can visit over there, and a lot of activities are going on there. Drone activities there, and robo race, robo war, and robo soccer, all the activities are being done there. So thank you so much for inviting me here, and once again I am wishing all the best to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that insightful perspective and information on so many strategic initiatives, including innovations and startup support systems. Moving forward in our inauguration program this morning, we now have an address by Dr. S.P. Mishra, Advisor, Innovation Hub, AKTU, a visionary who has been instrumental in advancing several initiatives and reforms. Let us give a round of applause to Dr. S.P. Mishra.
Honorable Chief Guest, dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, distinguished professors, and change agents who are trying to promote innovation, incubation, and entrepreneurship. Ladies and gentlemen, feel privileged and thankful for having invited me to this inaugural function. In fact, the innovation, incubation, and entrepreneurship is core of my heart since last 50 years, being with students and trying to promote students in this area. I always feel excited and happy about. Primarily because there is a finding, and it's a very simple finding, of researches conducted in different parts of the globe, different parts of the world. It says that rise and fall of a nation, a society, or an organization depends on many things, but primarily on entrepreneurial culture that exists in the society. So entrepreneurial culture is so much important for all of us. And when we are thinking of $5 trillion economy, we are trying to sustain our economy, then sowing seed, it's a seed sowing mechanism which I see. We are trying to sow the seed amongst our young generation. And the kind of seed that we are trying to sow, it's a education with imagination, education with innovation, education with entrepreneurship, and education with technology and culture. So how important it is for all of us today, that we have come here for sowing seed, amongst the young generation. What we are hoping and thinking all about it, in due course of time, these youngsters are going to be going to have entrepreneurial character in themselves. By being entrepreneur, it does not mean that we are trying to promote businessmen. It is to promote entrepreneurial character amongst the young generation. An entrepreneurial character, it says that people will become enterprising. People will be full of enthusiasm, and they would be thinking always as outcome based learning. That is how this is becoming so much of important for all of us. Let me tell you, students must be wondering about it. Why should we talk about it? I would like to give 2, 3 only examples, and these examples are very important and significant for all of us. The first example is Shravan and Sanjay from Chennai, aging 8 and 10 years, forming a company. Godai Manson is the name of the company, making apps, mobile apps, selling it in 50 different countries, and trying to develop such apps which people have started using it, like Catch Me Cop, emergency booths, superhero, car racing, and so on. So now imagine 8 to 10 years old, two people combined together forming a company, and trying to spread it in 50 different countries. Take another example. His name is Jan Iqbal, and he figures in 100 aspiring entrepreneurs in India. And Jan Iqbal is from Patna, Bihar, and he is 8th grade student, launched State Invest company offering 150 services, and his company is running very nicely. Take yet another example of Maharashtra. Tilak Mehta founded a company, says Paper and Parcel. You require immediately a notebook, pencil, or pen. So what he did, he connected himself with Dabbawala of Bombay, and he started, sending it as and when required. And you will wonder to know that his company turnover at this moment is 100 crore. Now, let me give example, startling example. If you visit Pune, you will find Ajay Honey. Ajay Honey. Ajay Honey is a very common honey that people used to purchase, and still it has a big name. Ajay is a 6-year-old boy, and he keeps on, guiding 1,000 employees. And that is the reason why the name has been put up as Ajay Honey. And people have seen him, how he is able to supervise, how he is able to guide, and technically how he is able to train people for beekeeping. Gentlemen, what I am trying to say, giving you example of Chennai, giving you example of Bihar, Maharashtra, and other places, and that too the youngster ranging from 6 years to 12 years, they can do wonders. And therefore, our former President, Dr. Abdul Kalam, always he believed that there is an immense potential among our youngsters. It's the question, let us think and believe it, that they can do wonder. Let us not think they are child. They cannot do anything. Let the child grow. They say, he has said, and he has written in his book very clearly that don't think of it. He is ready to fly, and he can become adult at any moment of time. So his ideas are very important and significant, giving examples of the European world where the company takes their problem to children and they keep on asking, I have this kind of problem, can you solve it? And they get solution from the children and they keep on working on those solutions. You will wonder, even NASA invites children and NASA puts the problem before the children. So friends, what I wish to say, that this education with innovation, education with imagination, and education with entrepreneurship is having a paramount importance for our country. And giving a simple example, there was a time where we had 40 startups only, 40, 40, and nobody could imagine that the country within the span of 10 years will have 1 lakh and more than 50,000, 1,50,000 startup in this country. There was a time when thinking about becoming a startup by the student community used to be a dream, but dream has come to a reality. Now each and every engineering colleges are virtually opening incubation system and innovation promoting system, so that our students, they are able to develop a particular product, and they develop a particular product, they test it in the market, and on the basis of that, they are able to set up their enterprise. So the time has come when our youngsters and our students community in the colleges, they can do wonders for the country as a whole, and that's the reason why we are thinking of 5 trillion. So with these words, only I wish to say, let's carry in our mind today that these children have immense potentiality, and let us say these children can set up a big enterprise at any moment of time. If Ajay can set up and guide hundreds and thousands of workers, then our children can also do. So I wish that this Shiksha Expo should attain its own height and should cultivate this particular theme amongst the educational institution. I am thankful for all the people sitting over here and listening so patiently. Thank you, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing about those inspiring examples and shining role models. Moving on, we are privileged to have with us an amazing guest of honor to grace the inauguration of the Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025. It is my great pleasure to invite Professor Vimala, Vice Chancellor, Ma Shakakumari University, Saharanpur, a legend who has been instrumental in advancing so many initiatives and reforms. Let us put our hands together and join me in welcoming Professor Vimala onto the mic, please.
A very good noon to all of you. My hearty naman to Ma Saraswati and Ma Shakumbari, the university from where I come from. Honorable Chief Guest, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, the organizers, educational policy makers, advisors, and the organizers over here. I first of all thank you for inviting me here to join this extraordinary event of Bharat Expo 2025. This is perhaps the right platform where a university, the policymakers, the handholders, and everyone would join together, the administrators and everyone would join the hands together to bring up the youth to a level where we are thinking of growing India into the developed India, what we are thinking about, dreaming about. To fulfill that dream, there are new universities coming up, and one of the universities is ours as well, Ma Shakumbari University, which was born in 2021 from the parent university, Chaudhary Charan Singh University, which is a NAC A++ university, and this new university and all other such new universities have not still joined the NAC rating or NIRF or any other world ranking as well. But they are fighting to make a place, their own rank by themselves. They don't have permanent persons to help them directly, but indirectly, these universities are taking help from the colleges, collaborating with other universities, institutions, and industries. Because these universities, which are new and upcoming, have an insight to go towards innovation, skilling, and make their students empowered enough to join the mainstream of innovators and the new trends of development in education as well as in career. With this, I would like to say that this new university has some 215 colleges, perhaps the least amongst the new universities which are coming up. Yet, I would say that they have immense potential to show their talent in the field of innovation, skills, knowledge, and academics. So when we start sharing our knowledge from this expo, because there are potential knowledge makers, holders, handholders, we expect that these new universities get good hand holding so that their students will get support, the strength to stand up. They have the potential, but they need that strength. I also feel that since the university is trying its level hard, I can say about my university, which has already in the last 3 months when I joined, within last 3 months we have one international MOU with Maijo University of Thailand, and we have already started to look into dual degree certifications. We have looked into participation of faculty and students with their university. Well, of course, there are steps to go ahead with the national level intervention of other universities and organizations. We have already been looking forward to, through Sathi, the DST's endeavor, to make a cluster with other universities. And with the top 50 universities, we have Jamia Millia Islamia as our cluster partner. We have not been able to join the hub and spoke model because I think we are too new for that, and we will not be able to give something in return except for our talented youth. Yet, we are still making our place with new types of programs. I think this is the only state university to have an MBA program with AI and ML. So we have both the traditional as well as the modern trends, developing areas as a program to offer to our students. Our colleges also have great potential to come up with all the endeavor, all the courage, all the zeal that they have. So I am telling all this as an example because at times people don't look into the capacities of such new universities. But I believe that hand-holding is certainly needed for such universities, whereas the well-established universities have great IT cells, have great potential of number of faculty members, number of non-teaching staff to help them at different places. These universities do not have any of these things, neither do they have enough of building, yet they have the courage to take up new stances, to go ahead. So they should be promoted well, and I am here to promote my university as one of such universities which need hand-holding. At the same time, I promise to give you good students and good faculty members, though guest faculty only at the moment. Yet, I believe they have great potential and they will come up to more than your expectations to show up their values, their potentials, and their knowledge. So, at this, I would say that we are looking forward to that Atmanirbhar Bharat which our PM is dreaming for. And I also believe that our university will also come up, like many other universities, in aiming to make Bharat as one of the top idols in this way. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing those pearls of wisdom. And now, to deliver the inaugural address, may I invite upon our chief guest, Srimati Prerna Singh, to please come and deliver the inaugural address. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Srimati Prerna Singh.
Dignitaries on the dais, respected Professor Vimla Vai, Vice Chancellor, Ma Shakumbari University, Saharanpur, UP, the guest of honor for today. Dr. S.P. Mishra, Advisor to Innovation Hub, AKTU, Lucknow. Mr. Mahip Singh, Head Innovation Hub, UP, AKTU. Professor Dinesh Sharma, Member Secretary, UP, SLQAC and Nodal of Bharat Shiksha Expo. All the esteemed educators, innovators, industry leaders, students and learners, my heartfelt gratitude for making this program such a successful event, not only this time but last year. It gives me immense pleasure to be a part of the second edition of Bharat Shiksha Expo, which was a brainchild of our respectable CEO, Ravi Kumar NG sir. He wanted all the institutions to come together, all the innovation hubs, all the researchers, everybody to come together at one platform, showcase, exhibit their best of technologies, their best of assets, their best of facilities, and provide a wonderful platform to the students, to learners, to researchers, so that they get acquainted to what is going on in the world, what is the latest technology, what is the latest curriculum, syllabus, best of colleges. And today, when I am seeing this shape into a very successful event with such a great footfall, it really gives me a lot of pleasure. It gives me a lot of satisfaction that all the efforts, the authority, IML and all of you, all the institutions you people have put in together, all the hard work has become successful today. So talking about Greater Noida Industrial Development Authority, it's primarily it deals with industrial development, it deals with residential area, and we could see Greater Noida, especially the Greater Noida West area, coming as a residential hub. All the people who were not finding good reasonable accommodation in Delhi and in Noida were then moving to Greater Noida West. When we came to this part of Greater Noida, we could see the industries coming up, townships coming up. But today, when I see almost around 1.5 lakh students in this city, it's a huge number. I see people coming from all nationalities, all various different countries, different states of the country. It's really amazing to see how this place is now actually developing as an educational hub. And there are people, there are media persons talking about how this is touted to be the Silicon Valley of India. So if we all do our contribution in whatever way we can shape and help this area develop in a way that it becomes an educational hub, not only nationally but at an international level, I think we would be history makers and we would be shaping the kind of future we see for Greater Noida. And apart from this, again, I'm heartily elated to share that a lot of more educational institutions, not only in the field of education, AI, but also in the field of medical, are now coming up. Recently, there has been a lot of demand. There are allotments happening, and lot more universities and colleges, medical colleges you will see in the coming times. So I'm incredibly indebted to our chairman, who is also the chief secretary of UP, Mr. Manoj Singh. I am incredibly indebted to CEO Greater Noida Industrial Development Authority, Ravi Kumar NG sir, who together with their leadership, with their vision, we are going at a great pace, and we are trying to provide all possible facilities. Now moving to Bharat Shiksha Expo, again a heartiest congratulations to all the industry leaders, all the education institutions, leaders present over here. You are the reason that this area is coming up in such a big way. And when we used to talk about demographic dividend a few years back, and we were all worried what our youth is headed towards. Today, I think I'm sure you all resonate with my feelings. I feel extremely confident, extremely sure that our youth, our future, the kids are at right place. They are in right hands. There is excellent curriculum. I keep going to all the universities, colleges here. I've been to IIMT and then Sharda, Galgotias, a lot of premier educational institutions, and I'm so fascinated and impressed after seeing a lot of good institutions in the country and abroad also, and we are literally getting at par with the best of academic institutions in the world. So my heartiest congratulations to all of you for putting up this wonderful show together. My special thanks to the entire IML team, the chairman, the CEO Sudeep Sarkar and Mr. KK Rao for bringing it up and pulling it off so beautifully. So now finally we just don't see Greater Noida as a complex of buildings, all these high rises coming up. I think it's become a canvas of innovation. It's become a canvas where we are painting a wonderful story for the future. My best wishes, my heartfelt gratitude to all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and everybody who's present here today and playing their important part in making this project and making this event a successful event. So thank you so much for having me here. All the best. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for those encouraging, inspiring, and insightful words. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move closer to the end of the inauguration ceremony, we now have, for the vote of thanks, Shri Sachin Sinha ji, CFO of the IEML.
Good morning, all of you. Respected Srimati Prerna Singh ji, IS ACO Noida, Noida, Professor Bimla Y, Vice Chancellor, Ma Sukamra University, Saharanpur, UP, Dr. SP Misra, Advisor Honorary to Innovation Hub, AKTU, Lucknow, Professor Dinesh Sharma, Member Secretary, UP SKULC and Nodal Officer of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025, UP, Sri Mahib Singh ji, Head Innovation Hub, UP AKTU. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to stand before you as we conclude the inauguration of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025. It is indeed a step forward towards India reclaiming its status of Vishwaguru. On behalf of the entire organizing team, I take this opportunity to express my deepest gratitude and heartfelt thanks to Dr. Rakesh Kumar, Chairman IML, for initiating such a show on education, and also to each of you for gracing us with the esteemed presence this morning. First and foremost, I would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to Srimati Prerna Singh ji, ACO Noida, for inaugurating the second edition. Your strong leadership and relentless commitment has been a guiding light for all of us, and your support makes events like this a grand success. We are truly grateful for the entire time and effort you have dedicated to being here with us today. I also sincerely thank Professor Bimla Y, Vice Chancellor, Ma Sukamra University, Saharanpur, UP, for joining us as the guest of honor. Your insightful words and dedication to empowering students and shaping India's educational future inspire us all. We are privileged to have with you here today. I also want to convey our sincere gratitude to the esteemed dignitaries, policymakers, industry leaders, and educators who have joined us today. Your esteemed presence adds immense value to the far-sighted vision of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025, which aims to bridge the gap between the academia and the industry and to empower our youth with the knowledge, skills, and mindset they need for the abundant success as leaders of tomorrow. Our sincere appreciation also goes to the Higher Education Department, Government of UP, and Greater Noida Industrial Development Authority for supporting this event and making it a reality. The dovetail collaboration between the educational bodies and the industry is undoubtedly critical for the accelerated growth of our nation and for your involvement this is a testament to the power of such partnerships. I would also like to acknowledge the organizing team and all the individuals who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this event come to life. The Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025 would not have been possible without your extreme support, dedicated commitment, and passion. I would also like to thank our exhibitors for their participation to showcase their academic initiatives, innovations, products, and services to the entire world. Last but not the least, I would like to thank each and every one of you present here today, students, educators, parents, and professionals for your physical participation and vibrant enthusiasm. You are indeed the very heart of this expo, and it is our future that we are here to serve. We hope this expo will provide you with the guidance, inspiration, and knowledge needed to reach further heights in the ongoing academic and professional journey. As we move forward in the next phase of this exciting event, I encourage everyone to take full advantage of this event, various activities, sessions, and opportunities available here at the Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025. Together, let us work towards a brighter, more innovative future and education and a career development. Thank you once again to all our distinguished guests, participants, and supporters. We are excited about the journey ahead and look forward to a transformative experience through this fair. Thank you. The best wishes ahead for the successful happening of the Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for delivering the vote of thanks. And as we now conclude this inaugural session, on behalf of the Bharat Shiksha Expo team, I would encourage each one of you to explore the diverse exhibitors, the panel discussions, the workshops, and so much that's been curated for you over these 3 days. Let us use this opportunity to engage, learn, and collaborate, creating a brighter and more inclusive future for us and our future generations. I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of you here and to many more who've tirelessly worked behind the scenes. Thank you and have a great experience exploring Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025. Thank you.